starting of the hurricane season. Everything will slow down and will pick up in October once again, right? So it becomes very interesting. So in about 10 families, about 7 of us would work in the tourism industry. You notice as bus drivers, tour guides, park ranger, boat captains, first mates, waitresses, we could go on and on. So today, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for choosing Belize. And when you go back home, all I ask you to tell them something beautiful. But I'm going to tell you from now, don't tell them about the heat. You're going to experience that one. You see the same beautiful smiles I'm looking at. I want to see the same smiles when you're out there climbing El Castillo. No upside down smiles, right? My friends, and as I mentioned El Castillo, please, each one of you, please be very, very careful out there. It's about fun. It's always about safety. If anything goes wrong with any one of you, myself and Denise, we will be in big trouble. So when we say watch your steps, be careful, be on time, we need you to do that. That is all we ask of you. One of our guests fell this morning. I know he's okay, and I believe me all that while I was praying, because I need each one of you to have fun. So when you go back home and they ask you, how was your stop in Belize? I want you to tell them it was unbelievable. That is the word you're going to tell them when you get home. Unbelievable. Nothing else. Don't tell them about the heat, okay? Yeah. We are entering the tongue of Santa Elena. And when we cross the bridge, we will be in San Ignacio, St. Ignatius, right? So in this area, it's the highest elevation we have in our country. So when we pass through the city, what did you notice? Even around here, a lot of burglar bars on the windows, on the doors. In the city, when the strong storm, the hurricane is approaching, we slip plywood, screw them down, we rush to this area. Around here will be approximately up to about 4,000 feet above sea level. In the city, it's up to about 3 feet below sea level. So you see the difference, right? Yeah. That means at that time, myself and Denise, we seek refuge in these higher grounds. Very interesting. But not all our country is like the city. Around here, it's a beautiful area. All the while you were traveling, from the foothills of the Mayan mountains at the back, we have beautiful caves, beautiful mountainous area. We did pass an entrance, the way to Caracol, around here. Caracol is the largest archaeological site we have in the country of Belize. So these are famous areas. Around this area, another one, we're going to point out the area, Cajalpech, very close to Xunantunich. So the Mayans live all around here. And what becomes so interesting, when you're cleaning your backyard and you find mounds, definitely that was the home of a Maya and their family. Because their homes used to be made from wood, thatch roofing, the floor was earth, natural soil. And when one of them passed away, all they did, dig a hole and put them with their belongings. You put another soil, you continue living. And let's say they were home to about 16 children, mom and dad. The moms are high. And so it becomes very interesting when we're cleaning the backyards. I have found, like potteries, like tools from like flint, like from obsidian, but I've never found jade. I think I need to dig more, right? But so they were buried with their belongings, and that is what you find in the backyards. Today we're blessed with over 1,000 different archaeological sites. 1,000. Some of them still under the jungle, some still in the backyards. So what they would do, work on the biggest sites in Belize and leave the little ones. Any questions? We're very close to the site.
Yeah. Do you have to turn in anything you find, or is there any rules?
Okay, if we need to turn in any stuff that we find left behind from the Mayas, they would always ask, take it to the archaeological department, So they know exactly, when they test it, which area it came from. But if it's a big piece, definitely they're going to take it away. Yeah. But if it's just like a bracelet, of jade or stuff like that, definitely it's yours. And Amalia have seen beautiful pieces that they would pass through selling and they won't take it in, right? My friends, very interesting. We're going to head towards a temporary bridge in this area. They had to build this bridge, because it was a floating bridge. Whenever the tide or whenever the river, rise, whenever it rains a lot, we need to find other areas to get through. It could be very, very shallow, but at times it would go right up, and then it becomes very dangerous. If you take a quick look on your driver's side, I want you to spot another bridge. And we'll be passing over that bridge. Imagine when it rains heavily, the water is all the way up there. Wow. And it becomes very dangerous. This is the market, becomes alive on Saturday. That is when you get cheaper prices, right? Then take a quick look off on the right. Hold it. Hold this restaurant. This is where you're going to have lunch. Look out for it. Coming up. That is the area you're going to have lunch. And your lunch is going to be good, I could tell you from now. Famous for making that rice and beans. Yeah. At home, do you make like bread, baked bread? Yes, we love making Creole bread, Creole buns. It's cheaper than the loaf of bread, right? The trees with the yellow flowers, golden showers. Coming up, their cemetery. And as Denise mentioned, one of your loved one is being buried there. You could always build on top, right? So it's becoming interesting now. As you cross that little bridge, we enter this area. We are in the town of San Ignacio. That is their famous school, high school, Sacred Heart School. Very well known in the country of Belize. It's also co-ed. But then as Denise mentioned, we do have all-girls high school. So she went to one of the best all-girls high school in Central America. That they showed what? No mercy. But today, she's grateful for that one, right? Yeah. I could tell you it's a very good school. My daughter, Jaeli, she's graduating also from that school next week. And she behaves just like Denise. I guess when they come from that all-girls high school, right? So my friends, I'm going to point out the area of the next very important archaeological site in this area, Cajalpech. Cajalpech, a beautiful area also. Now when they were digging, constructing the sidewalks in this area, they found a lot of Mayan pottery. Whenever that happens, everything ceased, and they call in Dr. Jaime Awe. He's a very famous archaeologist in Belize, the only one we have. But he's also well known throughout the world. Yeah. So, if you want to come to Belize and help during the summer, we do have a lot of students, right? From different universities. Imagine all day with a little paintbrush, brushing away that sand. But we're very thankful, we're very grateful if you have friends and families who come to Belize. Work during the summer. That is the only way we discover, new information about the Mayans. So up, straight ahead, we'll see all those trees. Behind it, we have Cajalpech, place of the ticks. That is what it means in English. Place of the ticks. That was a pasture. They used to have a lot of cattle in the area. They had a lot of ticks. And so the archaeologists couldn't come up with the original name, but he found a lot of ticks. And that is how they named it in Maya, Cajalpech. So from now, I must ask of you, we're very, very close to the site, right? To the ferry, because we need to cross the ferry, my friends. Extra luggage, feel free to leave it on board. Take out your water. You're going to need water. Please hydrate today. Drink a lot of water. Your cameras, because remember, we need to cross the ferry. Whenever we cross that ferry, the next stop will be the restroom. Because from that restroom, we would have like about a 2-minute walk up to the site. And that is where we're going to conduct the tour. It's a guided tour, myself and Denise. And so you use the restroom until you get back down again, right? So definitely that restroom is very, very important, that restroom break. Apart from that, if you have any type of medication, feel free to take it along with you, right? If you are a diabetic, have something, to munch on. If you're hungry or something like that, definitely you need to take something to eat. Let me see what else. Yes. Whatever you need, please take it with you. We will be out for 2 hours. 2 hours, right? At the parking lot where we're going to use the restroom, we're going to have water on sale, sodas, small little bags of chips, chocolates, all of that. So Amalia asked from you also, watch where you're standing. At this time of the year, we have red ants, the fire ants, right? So please look out for that blue sand. It will be very, very important. Any questions?
Fire ants make a small mound that's fairly obvious.
Yes, always.
That's the way they are in Florida, but I didn't know if they were the same.
Same way.
They're mean little bastards.
Passing around this area, we have retirement homes. So they're beautiful homes. Remember, no matter what part of the world you come from, you want to retire in this beautiful country, feel free, right? They do have special incentive that you pay no taxes, no duties when you enter. So all these homes, retirement homes, beautiful area, I could tell you. Very peaceful. All of these ones on your driver's side, retirement homes. When you're feeling cold back home, when it's very cold, you come to Belize. This month of May, it's the hottest month of the year. It could reach up to 119 degrees Fahrenheit with humidity about 95%. And so that is the time you could go back home. Just like the birds, right? And if you want to try the Creole like us, you drink 2 beers. And you attack Creole just like us. Yeah, that is the secret. Now, my friends, if you have no more questions, Denise is going to add some more safety briefing, and this is where I say thank you. I had fun with you.
Thank you.
Okay, everyone, when we arrive at the ferry, we must alight the bus, and the ferry is done manually. It's a hand-crank ferry that takes us across to the river. So the bus does not go with us. So at this point, whatever you'll be needing in 2 hours, you need to carry with you. So if you know you need your medication in between, a snack in between, please take that with you. However, if you have any excess luggages you don't care to carry, the bus will be locked up. The driver remains with the bus at all times. So feel free to leave it on board the bus, okay? Of course, we ask that you drink plenty of water. Belize is very humid, 85% humidity. So please drink plenty of water. Whatever garbage you accumulate, there won't be any trash cans on the national park. So whatever garbage you have, please bring it back to the bus. We will have a garbage bag for you to dispose of your trash, okay? Your red 36, could you remove them, please? If you don't have somewhere to place them, as you're exiting the bus, myself or Amanda will be collecting them. Those were just for us to identify you all. You no longer need it, and we don't want it to be falling off in the archaeological site, okay? we should be here for 2 hours, and we will allow you all shopping time. However, we can only do express shopping. So we say shop like men does. Look at it, like it, take it. Alright? So we'll try our best to make you all enough time to do your souvenir shopping. There are 3 different shops, so we do 15 minutes at every shop. Okay? And the best souvenirs to take back from here would be the Mayan plate. They also do like hammock, the bags that say Belize, school bags and stuff like that were done by the woman, woven by the woman within this area. So those are the best souvenirs for you all to take back. Smoking is not allowed on the national park. Smoking can only be done when we stop at the parking lot, as well as when we arrive at the restroom area. Smoking is okay. As soon as we start walking into the site, we ask no more smoking. Now when we get at the hand crank ferry, we get across to the other side of the river. There will be some vans, should be at least 3 vans, waiting for us to take us up a mile. So we go up a mile together in a van. It's only about a minute, so if you have been separated from your family, it's a very short drive, okay? So let's just go up so you all can have more time to explore. The more we fill in the vans, the faster we're going to move. It takes 15 people at a time, and we start loading from the back, so it makes it easier for everyone to get in the van. Okay, so from the back to the front. So the van takes us up a mile. We make use of the restroom. Then we must walk less than quarter of a mile. It's not a far walk, it's only a minute, but it's a steep walk because the mountain goes up. So anyone who recently had heart surgery, knee surgery, it affects you. Or if you're asthmatic, it also affects people. So if you think you won't be able to do that short walk, we can have the van take you up top. Only if there's a condition, the van will take someone up top, okay? So come to myself or Amala, let us know if you don't think you'll be able to do that walk, and we can have one of the boys take you all up top to the mountain. When you get up top, then there will be stairs for us to climb, and as soon as we're up the stairs, we're on the flat and you can walk around in Xunantunich. Alright? And we do not climb all the buildings that we see. There are only 2 buildings that we get to climb, a small residential building, and you get to climb the El Castillo, which is 130 feet, can be